Welcome to the another video, and this video is the most important video till now because you have just read about the basic of the Python language basically, but now there is a if statement in this course which is very important not only in Python but also this will build your ability or build your programming ability to next level, because this holds the magic key to your programming ability. So what you learn in this code is to control the code and how to create the logic basically. By the end of this course you will get a good grasp on how the if else statement works and how to control basically the code and how to very muchly change the sequence of the flow of a program. So if statement is very much important, just bear with me, and just if you don't get it once, just repeat it twice, because if this video is very important for building the logic. So just open your IDLE and you should see this cell or a window. So what is if statement? If you type if in lowercase and this turns into something like orange, so what do you write here is a condition that we have already studied in our Boolean and comparison operators. So we'll make just a condition using the comparison operator, and whatever inside this column will represent the braces basically in the Python. So if you are from a Java or any code like C, Java or C#, so you must have heard that about the braces. So braces is just a scope. If you have to run the if statement, it will run on inside these braces. So if you outside this scope, the if will not work outside this scope. So to define the scope in the Python, we have colon statement, like colon, you put the colon with the condition. That means to illustrate it in, so I have to open the new file, just go in new file and save it as if.py. So we are all ready to go. So just type if and any condition. So condition here let be true, so it is a true. So if it is a true or a condition is true, then this part of the statement, so whatever I'll write here, so this part will be pretty much compiled or interpreted. So if this condition is true, this will be compiled, and secondly, if it is not true, if it is false, this part will be compiled, or this part, the command within this will be interpreted by the Python. So what this means is basically, I'll go with the one example here. So what if I just put a number 1? So number 1 should be like value 2, and num2 basically should be 3. So I'll check if num1, there is a condition, so if num1 is less than num2, so just compare here, 2 is less than 3, which is true. So if this is true, then I just have to print num1 is smaller. So what have we done here means we have just checked out our condition if num1 is smaller than num2. So if num1 is smaller than num2, so obviously num1 will be smaller, or else print num2 is smaller. Num2 is smaller. So it first checks if statement, the condition of this if statement. So num1, 2, just assign here 2, and if 2 is smaller than 3, print num1 is smaller will be printed. If it is not, or else means if it is true, this part will be compiled, or this command will be compiled by the Python. But if it is false, else part, the command or the statement within the else part will be compiled or interpreted. So what really pretty much means, if this is true, then the scope within this much, so just put here something here, so everything within this scope will be interpreted if it is print. So you can print hello or anything, but just this part or this interpreted, this statement, anything statement within this will be interpreted. And if you go to the else part, because if it is false, then this part will be interpreted or compiled by the compiler. So it is very important to build a logic with the if. So this will completely build your or completely control your code within the conditions. If the condition will be true, then just go here. If a condition is a false, just go here. So this will just pretty much give you a concept of programming logic, how the logic works basically. So we'll talk about the else statement here. So just make something like weather is sunny. Here weather is sunny, so just write if and weather is equal. So we have already studied in the Boolean and comparison logic comparison course or video that equal is for the comparison operator, that weather is equal to what it is. Suppose it is a sunny, so you will give a scope here and just print that weather is pleasant, isn't it? Weather is pleasant. So what if it is not? So you can have else, or you can have if. So it is not else if, it is if in the Python. It is not else if. So most of the language have else if in its basically in Java or Python, Java or C or C#. So it is if in the Python. So what if it is winter? Just print weather is unpleasant. So, and what else? Just print unknown. So we have built a logic here. What if weather is sunny? It will print the weather is pleasant. So pretty much it will just save it and run it, and it should print you weather is pleasant, because your condition of weather is sunny is equal to sunny is true. So this part of code will be run and other part will be just left it out. And if it's winter, weather was winter, this weather is unpleasant will be pretty much displayed, and else other part will be left it. And if both of conditions are true, this else is basically a default condition. If both of the statement are true, if false, so this have to be printed as unknown. So if you know about the switch case or switch statement or if else statement in the Java, it should be pretty much easy for you. But just remember here, it is not else if, it is if, and it is very much case sensitive. Just type, don't type just with a upper cases. It is only a lowercase in Python, so it is if in a lowercase, and elif means else if in the Python. So it is pretty much easy, elif, but it is very much powerful to program in a Python. So the code will be the weather is pleasant is the output of the code. So it is very much important elif. So just make the code and just will do some project of the else if and else statement, which is very much important. Just bear with me there and you will just get good grasp on the if, because knowing the if condition is very much important in programming.